What's up, Libra? How y'all doing? Guess what time it is, man? It is my favorite time of the month. It's time for the mid-month messages. So why is that my favorite time of the month? I'd be glad to tell you. It's my favorite time of the month because what I'm looking for is I am checking to see if there's been a change of timelines. Yes, timelines can change very easily. All you got to do is take the advice that's provided in the main monthly reading and apply it to your situation. And that could potentially change your timeline. So that's what we're looking for here today. Now, I have a special announcement to make, okay? First of all, for those of you in need of a personal reading, the information is right down here in the description. But for those of you catching this video on time, I'm running a Mother's Day sale, okay? And it's only for 3 days, May 11th, May 12th, and May 13th, where everything on my website, except for the weekly live readings, is 50% off, everything. So the 24-hour pre-recorded personal readings, 50% off. One-on-one Zoom calls, 50% off. And the in-person readings, 50% off. For 3 days, May 11th, May 12th, and May 13th. It ends the night of the 13th, okay? So, all that information is in the description of the video, all right? Okie dokie, let's jump on into this. Let's start this off with the good old past person. Let's see if timelines have changed. If they change, did they change for the better or for the worse? How are timelines looking for Libra and the person from the past, universe? How they looking, man? How they looking? Two more shuffles. 1 and 2. Boom. Tower card, man. So, Ace of Cups. Honestly, wow, okay. So, yeah, I am kind of feeling like we got the Knight of Swords here. I've been getting Knight of Swords a lot for these mid-months for the past person, which feels like a conversation is coming. Communication. But for some reason, I'm not sure why. I'll have to dig in a little bit here in a minute. It's not really looking like this conversation is going as expected. So it's like a very short-lived period of reconnection. And I don't know what it is. Maybe you're finding out about somebody else in the mix, possibly. Maybe you're finding out this person is juggling you and someone else, maybe. But it doesn't look like this is lasting very long at all before it crashes and burns and comes to an end again. Some of you dealing with a Taurus. I also have Scorpio here. Death card. I was just telling Virgo that I see this happen so much in my past person readings when I see a return happening, which isn't all the time. If you're new to my channel, I am not that tarot reader that's just going to keep telling you that your ex is coming back, unless I see it. If I see it, I'll let you know. But I'm not that tarot reader that's just telling you they're coming back, they're coming back, they're coming back, keeping you spinning in circles for the rest of your life. But on the occasion that I do see them making a return, 90% of the time, it's always followed with the same message. You're closing this out. Maybe you're just seeing them for who they really are. You're seeing them show their true colors, or you're just accepting. I don't know, but yeah, it's looking like one conversation and you're making the decision that you are done. D-U-N, done. It don't get no doner than this right here. Death card, Tower card, done. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All right, well, let's see what their feelings, energies, and intentions are. I'm curious. What's this person's truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Past person, Libra dealt with. Page of Swords. I think they've been wanting to talk to you. Yeah, Three of Cups. Definitely somebody else involved. Definitely somebody else involved. Okay. See, look. Okay, well, we got the karmic wheel here. So, I don't even know how to explain this, man. I hate it when it comes through like this. So, I don't know if they left you for somebody else or what, but whoever they got with, they thought was going to be better than you, right? So they used that person to try to get over you. Well, that doesn't fucking work. All that does is add another fucking person to the mix, you know? It's like if you say, well, I'm using this one drug, but I can't get enough of it right now, so I'm going to go drink alcohol instead so that I'm not wanting that drug. And now I'm addicted to alcohol. And now when I get a chance to have this drug again, now I'm on them both. Does that make sense? It's kind of what this is feeling like, you know? So it's like they have feelings for you and somebody else. And they don't know how to decide who they want to be with. You know? They don't know how to decide who they want to be with. And it's like, if you can't make up your fucking mind 100%, leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. If you don't know whether or not you want me or you want them, I don't want you. No. If somebody else has your attention, they can have you. I don't want you. No, get away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Third party up in here. Tisk, man. All right. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Let's grab up the advice. What's the advice? What's the advice? Blue, de blue, buddy, blue. Oh, 5 of coins. Hang on. 2 more. Four of Wands. Okay. All right. Ace of Cups, though. Ooh, Tower card. Honestly. Ooh, okay. So the Tower card is in the advice. It was in the outcome and the advice. So what that indicates to me is that the universe is setting this up to go down like this on purpose. So here's what I'll say. I'll tell you something similar to what I told Virgo because they got kind of a similar message, sort of. I guess some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. I don't know, but do the best you can to minimize your expectations. You know, it's really easy to paint a picture in your mind of what you think somebody from your past has been up to. You know, who you think they are becoming, how you think they're feeling. It's really easy. We start thinking about somebody from our past, no matter who it is. We start painting this little picture in our mind of where we think they are in life. what's been going on in their life, how they're feeling now, the things that they've learned, you know, and if you're on a path of evolution, then you're probably going to subconsciously paint a picture in your mind that they've been on a path of evolution too. It's really easy to do that. And like I was telling Virgo a minute ago, I used to do that. I remember when I first stepped off onto my path, you know, and went through fucking radical transformations that made everybody that ever knew me, their jaws were on the floor. Like, how the fuck is he doing that? I blew everybody's fucking mind. And in the process, I unconsciously just kind of assumed that since I was doing that, then everybody else must be doing it too. And I know every now and then I would reconnect with people from my past who had not done a shred of evolution or growth, you know, and I would get pissed about it. I'd get mad about it. I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How are you still sitting in the same spot you was sitting in 10 years ago? And then I took a little bit and I had to sit down with myself and be like, well, maybe I shouldn't have those expectations of other people. Just because I'm doing it, I shouldn't be expecting everybody else to do it too, you know? Because now I'm just pissing myself off with my own expectations. That's my fault, you know? So, just try not to get your hopes up with this person. Just try not to. I'm not saying be negative about it and be pessimistic and expect the worst, but just try to remain neutral. Find yourself at a neutral place where you're not expecting the worst, but you're okay with it. You know, I'm cool no matter what. Hey, if you've grown, evolved, and changed, fucking hey, that's awesome. But if not, oh well, it is what it is. You know? Just to try to minimize creating more karma, basically, is the point behind all that. All right, shifting gears now. Now we're going to see if the timelines have changed between the single Libras and the person that you're interested in. Have timelines changed? If they changed, did they change for the better or for the worse? Single Libras and your love interest, have timelines changed? Have they changed? Oh, shit. This is just the cup of the cup. This is the card of the month. 8 of Cups. I was about to say the cup of the month. This is the card of the month, man, the 8 of Cups. So how many of you grabbed up my tarot course? How many of you have gotten that far yet? To the 8 of Cups. I'll give you a little spoiler alert. 8 of Cups is the card of walking away. Walking away. Deuces. Later, tater. Let's see. Let's see what we can dig up about this. Star card, 2 of Cups reversed. Chariot. Well, it's not fucking telling me why. It's not telling me why. Based on this, just based on the way the energy looks. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about me, I'm not a psychic medium. I'm an energy mechanic. I read and interpret energy, and I'm a manifester, and I play with energy and manifest things. So when I read the tarot, I'm reading the energy, and based on my knowledge of universal laws and energy behavior, I look at the energy and tell you how it's going to manifest, right? So, but usually with the tarot, the little bonus that comes along with it is that it's possible for it to give you a few extra crumbs of information, you know? But every now and then it don't. This here isn't giving me any extra crumbs of information. It's just telling me that you're tired of losing sleep over this, tired of the disappointment, and some of you may just be completely losing interest altogether. There could potentially be a love offer from someone else coming in too, but guess what? We got the Tower card for you again. So the only thing that I can assume is that you're just fucking tired of this whole situation. Tired of waiting on it. Tired of waiting on this person to pop their thumb out of their butt. You know, something. Some of you dealing with a Leo. I also have Aquarius, Leo again. I got Cancer here. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Yeah, there we go. There's a little crumb of information. Maybe they're just playing mind games with you, or so you think. I don't know. Let's see what their energies look like. What do their energies look like? Thank you, Marietta, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Hope I said your name right. If I didn't, I apologize. What's this person's truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? This deck's getting a tood. Whoops. Kicked my tripod. There we go. All right. Judgment reversed. God damn it. This. Talk about the card of the month. Now, what did I just say the card of the month was? The Eight of Cups, right? So the card of the month in the past person's feelings and intentions is the Eight of Cups reversed. So what's that? That's past energy. That's past energy. Whoa, got that Five of Wands there. And the Devil card. Well, this person's very hung up on the past. Look, more past energy. Death card reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. Devil card. What's this mean? This means they're hung up on the past. And they're using sex-based connections, or trying to at least, to try to ignore the past, to try to get over the past. Because they're still very, very, very burdened by whoever their last relationship was. Definitely somebody else's energy. Very, very heavy in their field. Very heavy. Yeah, I don't think they're looking for love. I'm not going to lie. Ace of Cups reversed. Five of Wands too. So you may have dodged a bullet on this. You might be dodging a bullet. I think for a lot of you, the universe is doing you a favor. The universe is stepping in and getting between the two of you, because this is a nasty, ugly mess of toxic drama that you don't need to be a part of. And you may not be aware of it. And I don't know, I think most of us have been in that situation. I know I can count a handful of people from my past that, you know, it just, for whatever reason, I wasn't able to get too close to them. You know, always bad timing. You know, something's always coming up. They're sending mixed signals, hot and cold, on and off, in and out, all that stuff. And then finally I moved past it, pissed off, frustrated, annoyed with it. And then a couple years later, you're able to look back and see what they went through after you parted ways with them, right? Check this out. Let me tell you a real quick story. Right before I uprooted and left and started traveling, when I was still in my city, Louisville, Kentucky, I was talking to this girl. And we was being flirty, and, you know, she was keeping me at a serious arm's distance and whatnot. And I ended up going homeless. I had nowhere to stay, nowhere to go. And I was telling her, yo, I got somebody offering me a place to live on the other side of the country. And she didn't do anything to stop it. She didn't say, hey, you can come stay with me. She didn't offer to help. She did nothing. And, you know, so she honestly kind of acted a little bit mad that I was going to leave like that. I'm like, God damn, I'm sleeping out in the fucking snow, you know? Anyway, long story short, fast forward like 2 years. It was kind of a dramatic situation. I look back, she had a baby. She had a baby. Now, I never slept with her. I never slept with her. But she had a baby. and I saw she posted the baby's birth date. The baby's birth date was exactly 9 months after we were talking. So it's like, oh, that's why you wouldn't let me get too close. You didn't want the other dude. You was thinking about having me as a little side piece, and you didn't want the other dude to find out. Oh, okay. Okay, all right, you know. So similarly, sometimes you don't see the mess you're avoiding until later on down the line looking back. Which, tragically, not long after that, her baby passed away. She rolled over on it while they were sleeping, and it went bye-bye. That's very sad. My heart goes out to her for that. But, you know, aside from that, yeah, dodged a bullet on that one. You know? Anywho, all right. I done trailed the fuck off. Let's go ahead and look at the current long-term relationship. I don't even know if I did all my spreads. If I didn't do an advice spread, take that as the advice. I don't know if I did or not. We're running out of time, though. I got to blabbing. Current long-term partner. So, if you are not experiencing issues in your current long-term relationship, this is not for you. Alright, there we go. Boom! Moon card. Some of y'all dealing with a Pisces, 7 of Swords. Damn it, man. Okay. Well, it's still looking like there's a lot of suspicion of lies being told, secrets being kept, and potential third-party energy here. So, what I'm trying to figure out, though, usually when this energy comes through, it comes through with a message of trust issues, but I don't really have the card for that. But maybe there are trust issues. Yeah, I'm thinking there's trust issues here. But with the Ace of Cups here, it looks like y'all are trying to push through this. Y'all are trying to push through this, but the trust issues are making it really hard for y'all to keep this going successfully, you know? Yep, y'all are pushing through this, though. We got that Lover's card, 10 of Cups reversed. That's weird. So you're not walking away from it. Y'all are trying to push through this. And you're trying to, somebody here, I don't know who has the trust issues, but whoever has the trust issues is trying to bury it, stuff it away, ignore it, not think about it, but it's festering. It's festering. Some of you dealing with a Pisces. I also have Gemini and Virgo. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. There's more third-party energy right there. Okay, but we do have Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, indicating that it looks to me like y'all are trying to push through this. Strength card. Hanging in there, man. Some of you dealing with a Leo. Let's see how they feel about you. How's the current long-term partner feel about Libra? How's the current long-term partner feel about Libra? Ooh, yeah, they think that you have a bad attitude. They don't like your attitude. 9 of Pentacles reversed. Uh-oh. For those of you, I know this isn't all of you, so take it if it resonates, chuck it if it don't. But if you are wondering if they are sticking around for financial reasons, that card is the overall energy. Like, for example, maybe you make most of the money, and if you're suspecting that maybe they're just using you for your money, that's a question, I got the card here for it. Or maybe they just need both of your combined incomes and they wouldn't be able to make it on their own if they went off and, did their own thing. If that's a question, I have the card here for it. But yeah, they absolutely have their options open. Absolutely. 100%. Thank you for the super chat. How do you say your name? I don't even know how to say your name, but I appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right. Well, yeah. If they're not cheating, I feel like they would. Especially if they have before. I just feel like this is the type of person that if they found themselves in the right place at the right time and they knew they could get away with it, they would. And the way I see it, that's just as fucking bad. That's just as fucking bad. That's why I don't think there's a point in trying to control your partner. Never understood that. It's never made sense to me. When you see couples where one person is always trying to control everything the other person does, always trying to control who they're talking to and telling them where they can go and where they can't go and looking at their location all the time and all this. And it's like, hold up, step back for a minute. So you mean to tell me that the only reason your partner has not cheated on you is because you won't let them? You can rest your head on a pillow and sleep all night knowing that if you would just step back and let them do what they want, they would go fuck around on you. And you can sleep at night knowing that. The fuck is wrong with you? That's never made sense to me. If you would cheat on me, I don't want you. Go. Go. Get away from me. You're allowed to do whatever the hell you want. Go wherever you want, when you want to go there. Do whatever when you want to do it. You can talk to whoever you want. I'm not going to tell you who you can and can't talk to, where you can and can't go. I shouldn't have to. If I have to, I don't fucking want you. Period. It's very simple. So, anywho, let's just get the advice on this. Two more shuffles. Boom! Hangman reversed. Well, don't hang around waiting for things to magically get better for too long. I would monitor your energy. Monitor your frequency. Those of you who resonate with this message, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That feeling deep, deep, deep down inside where it just doesn't feel right. Something feels a little bit off. Pay attention to that feeling. If it doesn't go away, let's flip the coin over, okay? Let's play devil's advocate just for a quick second. Just for a quick second. Let's say the person you're dealing with has nothing but the best of intentions. Just for a minute. Let's say you're just tripping. Does that make a fucking difference? No. You tripping, even if they ain't doing nothing wrong, will still sabotage the connection. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why you have that feeling. Now, in the long run, in retrospect, it matters, but for the conversation in the moment, it doesn't matter. Pay attention to the feeling. If it feels off and it keeps feeling offer and offer and offer. Is offer a word? Offer is now a word. It's going to be detrimental to the connection. It will lead to the demise of that connection, okay? Just pay attention. Monitor the energy, okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget the information for personal readings is in the description. And for those of you who missed the memo, I have a special announcement. We're running a special Mother's Day sale. Only for 3 days, though. 50% off of everything on my website, except for the weekly live readings. For 3 days, May 11th, May 12th, and May 13th. 50% off. 24-hour Zoom, the one-on-one Zoom calls, the 24-hour pre-recorded personal readings, and the in-person readings. Everything 50% off for 3 days, okay? So all the information for that is in the description. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.